And as the clock ticks closer to the D-Day, many travelers are making frantic efforts to make their way to their constituencies to cast their ballot for their favorite candidates. Earlier in the day, we told you the story of how terminals at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle are busy with activity with travelers eager to cast their votes, dealing with unavailability of buses, to packed queues and tight schedules to reach their hometowns. Now, before we bring you that traffic situation, let me take you up north to the border town of Paga for updates on how Ghanaian voters are making their way into the country to cast their ballot. And my colleague Musah Lansah joins us live from Zebela with updates on that. Musah, thank you very much. It's good to see you. What do you have for us? Where are you talking to us from?
Well, currently I'm just standing right in front of the Paga border in the Katsina-Nankana West district and the China Paga constituency of the Upper East region. A while ago, I was at the immigration office to engage with the immigration officials there. I spoke to someone who says he's in charge of operations, and he was telling me that the border was closed at 6 p.m. and that within the week they've seen a reduction in traffic in terms of the number of people who move in from neighboring Po, which is the next town in Burkina Faso, into Paga, the border town in Ghana. And that, he says, is surprising because normally the area sees a lot of traffic, but in the past week they've seen a reduction in the number of people who come in to the area. And I tried engaging some of the locals here, and they're telling me that some of their people have settled in that part of Burkina Faso where they are engaged in agricultural activities like animal rearing and then farming, tomato farming and other things. And so tomorrow probably when they have time, they'll come in to vote. So there's no so much activity, it's just people coming in. As at 6 p.m., the border was closed, but the people around here, they are closely related to those in Burkina Faso, and so some of them just ride motorbikes across and then they come back to their homes. But the large numbers we were expecting to see is not there. It's just that when we're coming into the Upper East region from Accra, we saw scores of buses from Accra, Kumasi, and then Techiman making their way to the northern, northeast, and then Upper East regions to participate in the elections. And I must tell you that some of the buses had to quickly come into the region, offload the passengers, and go back to Accra and Kumasi to bring in more people, as they were hired by the political parties, the two dominant political parties, the NDC and then the MPP, to bring their supporters back home to vote and then return to Accra and Kumasi right after the election. So Sewa, Paga, not so much activity, but when you are coming from Accra and Kumasi, so much is happening on the highways as people are rushing in and buses going back to bring in more people.
Thank you very much. Musah Lansah is my colleague up north. Musah will be touching base with you a little later to get more updates on what people are doing and how they are preparing towards voting tomorrow.